If you're a golf purist who cares about more than the clubhouse and the logo on the shirt, this list is for you today. We are talking about the clubs and the golf courses that the absolute golf snobs love most. They may not be the most popular, but I'm gonna break it down right here for you now, talking about the course architecture, the pace of play, the condition, how fast those greens are, and everything in between that gives you an idea what lifestyle you can expect and if it's going to be the right one for you in the long run. I played golf at the University of Texas and I've been inside these communities for years. So if you're a golf snob, you are gonna love this list. Let's rock and roll. You may have guessed our number one. It is for the purist, the golf snob. The Dell Match Play Tournament was played here for years. You guessed, Austin Country Club. Austin Country Club was designed by Pete Dye. It's super strategic off the tee and around the course and on the greens. It's walkable. Fast play, there's absolutely no resort vibe here. Have a look at some of these beautiful holes. So this hole here, this is the tee box for number 17. 17 is a par 5. You can see it going down through those trees there. It is reachable in 2. And then 18 is a par 4 coming back this way. You tee off and you hope to land in this area off the tee. It's not a driver. And then you have this ravine that plays havoc as you hit into the green there. This is a closer up view of 18 green, and you can see how large it is. You can see that undulation in there, so you really need to hit the green in the section where the pin is. And this is the case a lot at Austin Country Club. This hole here is number 13, a par 3, very short hole, uphill there. You can't really see where your ball lands. And one of the few holes that does have some houses back here right behind the tee box. This hole here is hole 14. A short par 4, you're gonna have a wedge into the green if everything goes well off the tee box there. Gorgeous hole. And another hole where you can see the houses down there behind. There are a few holes on the back 9 that there are homes on the driveway or on the tee box. Austin Country Club is one of those courses where not very many homes are on the golf course. The whole front side is down by the water, so there's no opportunity to have homes on the fairways or the tee boxes. So just a few of these holes coming in, you'll actually see some homes on the golf course. That's why when a home comes up for sale on the golf course on Austin Country Club, it goes for a premium because supply and demand. And our last picture here, this is the back of the patio of the clubhouse there. You've got the Harvey Pinnock room right there and a lot of outdoor seating for after that round of golf where you can tidy up those scores and see who owes whom how much money. But this is putting greens practice area out there in the background. And then we're rolling around here to number 10 tee box there, and that's number 10 fairway. It is a kind of a straightaway par 4, if you will, but good hole there as well. As far as condition on this golf course, it doesn't get any better. I have never played it where every blade of grass wasn't perfectly green and the greens weren't perfectly rolling flat, super fast, super slick. It's just the most well taken care of course in town. You're always going to be able to find a game there, a little money game here and there. Their purists are out there. Every time I go, Tom Kite is there. He's one of my favorite PGA pros of all time, one of the nicest humans on the planet. So if you see him out there in his hat, give him a big hello and hug from me. And as for their practice facilities, they have a very nice driving range facility. Grass is always in impeccable condition. It does have a net around it, so you're not going to be able to see the end of your long drives if you're a big knocker out there. But they do have also good putting and chipping areas you can practice on. So I give the practice area, B+. As far as long-term golf satisfaction, you're never going to get bored at Austin Country Club. Number 2, Spanish Oaks Golf Club. It's a golf club, not a country club. That should tell you enough right there. It's tight, demanding, unforgiving. It's a hill country golf course with all the limestone rocks and the streams flowing throughout. Have a look. Here we go, but before we head down this fairway here to show you more, look in the background. You can see they're still building in Spanish Oaks. So you're going to have homes on the fairways, but they're going to be set way back from the fairways, so it's nice and private. But you can see this little meandering stream there. Those run all throughout the golf course and they can reach up and grab your ball when you're least expecting it. You can see how in the rough they leave everything natural, and you've got the cactus, you've got the mesquite trees out there, you've got the tall native grasses. It's like they just left it as natural as they could and built the golf course into the land. It does have Audubon certification, so that's pretty cool as well. You can see those rock walls, rock formations, beautiful bridges going over the big ravines and creeks that run throughout. You've got oak trees, live oak trees out there, and everything is just, like I said, natural in the rough. And last bit here, this is hitting up to this par 3, beautiful green here. Again, one of those courses where you want to hit in the correct section of the green so you don't have a mile-long putt coming back to the hole. Do note that I have 4-putted out there more than once, and I have chipped and putted off the green, like chipped from one side of the green over the other side of the green and putted off the green. These greens can get zippy, lightning fast, great condition. So this is one of those courses that demands the right shot. Hitting long off the tee always helps out here. As far as the condition, I've already mentioned how fast the greens are. It's in great shape. They keep a lot of the natural boundaries or the natural grasses off into the rough, and they keep the fairways and greens in pristine condition. Pace of play has always been good when I was out there, and the practice facilities are excellent. They have a lot of markers out in the driving range so you can tell how far you're hitting it. They have a huge putting green to practice on and bunkers to chip out of, so you've got plenty of room to practice out there. This course, it's not flashy, not forgiving. It's actually what the golf purists just love. Got a few PGA Tour Pro members out there. Sergio Garcia is one of them, a couple of others. So basically, if you like easy golf, this isn't your club. Course number 3, the University of Texas Golf Club. It is tour level difficult. It is always windy on top of the hills up there. It is tough to play. And if you play from the tips at the back, it's all you can take. There is a super competitive culture out there. They've got men's games all the time. They've got women's leagues all the time. Like if you're down to compete and win some money or lose some money, this might be an excellent choice for you. This is also where the University of Texas men's and women's golf teams live and play and practice. At the one end of the driving range, you have the members end, and at the other end, you have the UT teams, locker rooms, and practice facilities and hitting bays. Here, have a look at the club here. This is a par 4 here. You hit it over the water or next to the water, and then you usually have a short wedge up into the green. It's not a driver hole unless you're trying to go from the green. But notice this house in the background there. One thing about the UT Golf Club, the homes are right on top of the golf course. There will be not much separation between the backyard and the tee boxes. So if you want to live on the golf course, just keep that in mind that you will be seeing the golfers and talking to the golfers as they come through. This here is looking up number 18. It's a long par 4. And if you can see this creek all the way over here on the left, it meanders all the way up to the green. And then once you get on the green, it is a super tough putting green. I don't know if you can see all that undulation in there. If you're not on the right section of the green, it's no guarantee that you're going to 2-putt. Very, very challenging finishing hole. And then here is a view from the tips of number 17. You're looking back towards the Colorado River or Lake Austin, and it's just absolutely gorgeous up there when you're hitting down into this fairway. And here you probably aren't going to hit driver, or you might, depends your risk reward type of situation, but you've got bunkers there on the right that will hold your ball in play if you hit it too far, and the hole goes a little bit dog leg to the left. You should have a short iron into the green if everything goes all right off the tee. And then here is the back side of the clubhouse. You've got this little pond that goes down, or stream that goes down towards the green by 18, and there is the green at 18. This is with dew on it early in the morning when I was out there, but you can see that undulation on the green there. Just a super tough hole to putt when you're coming in and all the chips are on the table. As we pan around to the right, down the cart path over there is where you're going to get to the UT team members' lockers and their hitting bays and things like that. You're going to have these steers and longhorns all out on the golf course. And then as we pan around, that's the driving range in the background. They have this huge pavilion outdoor space that you can come after your tournament is over and hang out. They've got a big fireplace out there. It's just a really cool spot to come and hang after the round is over. And then in the background there's a fitness room. So UT Golf Club has everything you might expect. And let's talk about the practice facilities. So we have the Jordan Spieth, or the Spieth Lower 40. Here's the plaque here explaining everything. So Jordan came back, created this 6-hole par 3 course where you can absolutely dial in your short game. Basically, you have anything from about 125 yards and less. So you can hit in there and you can see the bunkers up by the green. You can practice out of there. Greens are in pretty good shape for putting as well. And very few places other than the hills, they have a few practice holes, have these short practice holes that you can get out there with your wedges. That hole in the background there is hole number 1, par 4, going down to the left. And as we zoom around, this is where the regular pitching, chipping, putting green areas are. So UT Golf Club, as far as practice area, A+. Course architecture and shot value at the UT Club, you've got to have a good game. I mean, you've got to hit it long and straight off the tee. You have to be strategic. You have to place some shots here and there. The condition is good. The greens can be super fast, especially when the wind is blowing, because a lot of greens are exposed on like hilltops. So when the wind is howling, it's so hard to tell which way they break, because sometimes the wind will take it, sometimes they won't. The club culture out there, it's a very, very busy lifestyle. Great lifestyle if you're active. They have, it's Longhorn based, University of Texas based. The golf carts are burnt orange, and they have pep rallies during the football season. They're going to have all kinds of like wine and dine couples experiences. They have the orange and white games, which is a huge club competition and super, super fun. And they have tournaments all year round. It's a busy club. Weekends are very, very busy, but it is one of my favorites because, you know, hey, I am biased. I did graduate from the University of Texas and I played on the golf team there. So how can I not love the UT Club? But I'll tell you one thing, if your game is a little off, this course will expose your weaknesses. Course number 4 is Driftwood. It's a discovery property. That means it's super fancy. They have global properties, you know, all around the world, and it's just known for their white glove treatment. Here's the big gates coming in so you can get an idea of what it's like to be inside that community. The golf course itself is pretty flat, just because in Driftwood area, it's much flatter than our West Austin Hill Country area, and it is known for these huge live oak trees. Look at these big trees out in the distance. They're going to be your biggest hazard out on the course after you get past the bunkers and the little water areas, but the trees are significant in the area. Look at this one in here as it encroaches out into the fairway there. You can also see the homes out there are massive. They're set back a little bit from the golf course so you get a little privacy, but they are extremely large estates, and that's the kind of homes you can expect to find out at Driftwood. And last sweeping view, you can see that's what Texas nature looks like in the flat areas. You've got trees here and there. Again, if you hit it into the rough, they leave it natural, so very hard to find your ball once it goes into that tall Texas grass. Again, look at the home style there in the back of the picture there, back off the fairway, large estates. So Driftwood, super walkable. They don't have tee times. You don't have to wear shoes. You can bring your dog. That's just kind of the trademark of the Discovery properties. It's all about the members and whatever the member wants to do. So it's pretty cool in that regard. As far as the condition of the course goes, it's immaculate. They have all the money to keep it in great shape. It's beautiful green. Greens are fast. Tough to read as well, I say. At Driftwood, if you appreciate a little bit of restraint and architecture, then Driftwood is pretty special. And let's not forget to mention those halfway houses or the houses out on the golf course. They are not just little snack shacks. They are restaurants. They have everything inside, from snacks like tuna fish to charcuterie board to actual regular ready to eat barbecue. So, and full bar. Don't forget the full bar. Like, the snack stations on Driftwood are by far the best, biggest, and most elaborate of anything in this area. Course number 5, Barton Creek. They've got 4 golf courses. They've got 3 in town and 1 in Spicewood, and the PGA is coming back next year, or this year, 2026. So we've got the Foothills and the Crenshaw Core that were the original 2. We've got the Canyons, which is the newest, and then we have Barton Creek Lakeside out in Spicewood. So you've got championship level golf there. You have multiple choices, good condition, hill country design. You've got elevated tee boxes. You've got elevated views and things all throughout. So let's have a look at what it looks like. Here's an elevated view of the Canyons golf course. One of my favorite things about the Canyons is that you can see there's homes on the fairways where you're driving the ball, but they're set way back. So you still feel like you're in nature and not in a master plan community. It's really, really got a good vibe in that regard. Another view of the Canyons, and you can see the big estate level houses up in the back, but they're off in the distance, not right up at the green. And then here we are at Fazio Foothills. One of my favorite holes here, the par 5. It's got a stream going all down the side. You can see how everything is in beautiful condition, and the live oak trees are prolific. They're all throughout. You've got to hit it straight. There are a lot of strategic plays on this course. This is a par 3 you're hitting up towards. You've got these bridges that go across the creeks all throughout, and the Foothills has been there the longest. You're going to have the most mature trees and most mature vegetation on this golf course. And this par 3, not very long, but goodness gracious, do you have to hit a careful shot. As you can see, the ravine jumps up and eats a lot of golf balls. And then here's that green up close. Look at that beautiful waterfall there. My favorite spot on the Fazio Foothills. And as far as the condition goes, overall in good condition. They have a lot of greens to take care of out there. You can see how these aren't super slick and excellent like you'd find at Austin Country Club or maybe at Spanish Oaks. Nonetheless, it is a great test of golf. You gotta hit it long, you gotta hit it straight, and you've gotta dial it in on some holes. Be strategic about where you're hitting as to where you're gonna hit next, so you have the right angle up into the green. Now, as far as the course architecture and design styles, things, well, we have different designers for each course. We have Crenshaw, we have Fazio, so you can't really like pigeonhole this one because you have 4 choices to choose from. So you're going to find one that you really like. The greens are great. They have a lot of undulation. The Crenshaw core greens are huge. Why? Well, Ben Crenshaw was one of the best putters of all time, so he made the greens as big as he could so that you could, test your putting skills. As far as pace of play, they get a lot of play. They do always keep a one course that is members only. The Omni Boutique Hotel is in the middle of the country club, so you're gonna have a lot of vacationers and a lot of guests playing on these courses, but they will always keep one for a members only, so your pace of play will be much better on that golf course. As far as practice facilities, you name it, you've got it. You can find exactly what you need at the Barton Creek because you have all those different areas to choose from. You can hit it on the driving range from an elevated tee, you can hit from a flat area over at the Canyons. You've got Canyons, beautiful short game area where there's a few different greens you can hit little wedges to out of the bunker. So you have no shortage of practice facility at the Barton Creek area. They get an A+ too. You also get a lot of amenities at Barton Creek. You're in the middle of kind of resort living, so that's more what you're gonna feel at the Barton Creek. Bigger resort feel and less of that like small country club vibe. All right, so here is your golf snob cheat sheet. Austin Country Club, best pure golf. Your hardest test of golf is going to be Spanish Oaks or the UT Golf Club. Best modern design is going to be Driftwood. And the best practice facilities, you're going to find those at Barton Creek and the UT Golf Club. I also want to have a mention here for the Travis Club. It is not open yet. It is supposed to open this spring, that's spring of 2026. And I have a sneaky feeling it's going to inch its way up pretty high on this list. I can't wait to play it. And when I do, I will be right back to tell you all about it. Now, for you, I know that golf is important, but it is more than that. It's about the lifestyle, about the whole community. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the real estate and what types of houses you can expect. At Austin Country Club, think quiet, legacy, discreet. Members value tradition, routine, and privacy. As far as the homes go in the Austin Country Club area, within about a mile there, you're probably going to have the most variation than any of the other clubs, meaning you can get something from under $1 million to the multi-millions. And there's a couple of reasons why. One is the age of the properties, and 2 is because the main Highway 360 is very close by. So if you have a property that's right near the highway, it's going to be pretty cheap because no one wants to live near the highway. But if you have one of those that's overlooking the golf course and the lake and the Pennybacker Bridge, think more than 10 million. So you're gonna have a huge price variation. It's impossible to tell you what you're gonna find because so many homes have been remodeled or torn down and rebuilt, and some are original. But keep in mind, it is not a gated area. The golf course where the country club is gated, but if you're living in one of those homes coming into the golf course, they're not gated. There are other gated pocket communities nearby, but by and large, Austin Country Club, not a gated area. Spanish Oaks Golf Club. The homes in that area are going to be your estate style, polished homes, super private. The homes are far apart, they're on large lots, and there's a 24/7 manned security gate. So security is very, very important to the people that live in Spanish Oaks by and large. You can find a home in Spanish Oaks under $2 million, but it doesn't happen very often. You're mainly going to start about $2 million and go into the multi-millions depending on your size, condition, and your views. The University of Texas Golf Club. It is in Steiner Ranch, and that's a 4,500 acre master plan community. So I'm only going to talk about the gated portion right around the actual golf course. When you enter into the gate near the golf, there are other pockets of gated communities, but when you enter in there to play golf, those are the homes that we're going to talk about. And you can actually get a home in that section for under $1 million. Not necessarily on the golf course, but in that gated section. So one of the good value plays in these top 5 golf purist courses. You're gonna have hill country, temporary, and traditional style homes in there, but remember, if you are on the golf course, they are right up next to the fairway or right up next to the tee box. So if you desire privacy and wanna live on the golf course, this probably isn't the one for you. If you wanna live on the golf course and talk to all your buddies that are playing through and offer them a hot dog from your barbecue, this is the one for you. Next, the lifestyle at Driftwood. Well, first of all, let's talk about entry price. We're about $4.5 million to get in the neighborhood, and you do have to own inside the club to be a part of the membership, and you have to be invited, but that's a whole nother story. The other clubs so far are all the clubs that we're talking about today. You don't have to live anywhere in particular, and you can still buy into the membership. Driftwood, you have to own. You can even own a lot, but you have to own something in there and then pay your $200,000 initiation fee on top of that. So you're gonna find large ranch style homes, estates, larger acreage, big views, at least as big a view as you can get in Driftwood. Remember, we talked about it's not super hilly over in that area, but you're going to have a lot more celebrities and a lot of the PGA pros over there hanging out in that little kind of quiet pocket. Driftwood isn't even a town, it's just outside of Austin. And seeing as how Driftwood is out of town, it's kind of more ranch style. They even have their own vineyard there. They grow their own grapes for their own winery. It's really a cool place. It is gated 24/7 manned security gate. Can't get in there unless you're going to play or live in there, that's for certain. It's super secure and very private. Lastly, Barton Creek Country Club. Again, with those 4 golf courses, we have a large variety of types of homes. If you're looking over in the foothills or the kind of the original section in town, you're gonna find some older homes. They're gonna be more that Mediterranean Tuscan vibe. If you're over towards the Canyons golf course, you're gonna find more modern design, that Texas farmhouse. The Amara neighborhood is what it's called, and they are much more expensive. So on the Amara side, you're probably not going to find anything much under $4 million, but on the original side, you can still find some under $2 million, and that depends if they're smaller and maybe haven't been fixed up yet, but you still can get in the Barton Creek area for under $2 million if you're looking in the right section. Also in Barton Creek, there are a lot of different designs. They have some garden homes and some villas and things like that, so you don't have to buy one of those large luxury estates. There are more options in the community. And as far as being gated, it is and it isn't. So the Amara section, meaning the Canyons section, is fully gated, the golf course and the community around it. The original Barton Creek is not, because it's home to the Omni Hotel, so they can't gate a hotel area. So getting to the 2 golf courses, the Crenshaw and the Foothills, it's not gated. But all the little neighborhoods around there are gated. So chances are, if you're living in the Barton Creek area, you're going to be in a gated pocket community that's within within the larger Barton Creek area. So that wraps it up. If you are thinking about an awesome golf course, you know there's more to it than just the golf, but if you want to know about the golf, I've got all the answers. I've played them all and I have enjoyed every single one of them for different reasons. If you want to learn more about the lifestyle and the intricacies, more about the amenities and things, all you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or set up a Zoom call, and we can show you around all of these clubs, show you some houses in the neighborhood, and get you to see which one best fits your lifestyle. And tell me in the comments below, which course do you think you'd like best? I can't wait to hear it. And look, until next time, be kind to yourself and others, and I look forward to seeing you on the links.